Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Niharika Kulita presenting the headlines first. PM Modi extends condolences and reaffirms India's support towards Nepal as he held talks with Nepal's interim Prime Minister Sushila Karki. Chief of the Army Staff General Upendra Dwivedi reviews readiness at Likabali military station, meets Arunachal Pradesh Governor. Assam-Meghalaya tourist taxi tensions eases as authorities intervene. Dialogue scheduled to resolve long pending issue. Arunachal Pradesh concludes 3-day statewide earthquake mock drill to test preparedness and coordination. And in the world of sports, PV Sindhu storms into China Masters Super 750 quarterfinals with straight game victory over Thailand's Pornpawi Chochuwong. In national news first, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today held a conversation with Nepal's interim Prime Minister Sushila Karki. In a social media post, PM Modi said that he conveyed his heartfelt condolences on the recent tragic loss of lives in Nepal and reaffirmed India's steadfast support on efforts to restore peace and stability. He also extended his warm greetings to her and the people of Nepal on their National Day tomorrow. India has called for global action to make sure that UN-listed terrorist groups like Pakistan-based Lashkar-e-Toiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed, along with their supporters, are not allowed to use Afghan land for terrorism. In a United Nations Security Council briefing on the issue of Afghanistan yesterday, India's permanent ambassador to the UN, Parvathaneni Harish, called for coordinated global action to prevent terrorist exploitation of Afghanistan.
India and Afghanistan share a civilizational relationship. Being contiguous neighbors, our bonds of friendship span many centuries, and this history inspires us to foster closer engagement with the Afghan people. India's immediate priorities in Afghanistan include provision of humanitarian assistance and implementation of capacity-building initiatives for the Afghan people. Mr. President, India is closely monitoring the security situation in Afghanistan. The international community must coordinate efforts towards ensuring that entities and individuals designated by the UN Security Council, the ISIL and Al-Qaeda and their affiliates, including Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed, along with those who facilitate their operations, no longer exploit Afghan territory for terrorist activities. On the political front, India's External Affairs Minister has spoken twice with the acting Foreign Minister of Afghanistan. Afghanistan needs a fresh approach, with hitherto unused policy instruments to support its people who are in such a dire need.
Moving on to regional news, Chief of the Army Staff General Upendra Dwivedi visited the Likabali military station in Arunachal Pradesh to assess combat readiness and internal security measures. He was briefed on operational matters, coordination with other agencies and nation-building initiatives. Lauding the troops for their commitment in tough terrains, he appreciated the integration of advanced technology in the security setup. The Army Chief also visited Governor Lieutenant General K.T. Parnaik and discussed security, frontier highway and developmental projects in the state. In news from Nagaland, the Naga People's Front NPF will hold its General Convention on 21st October 2025, coinciding with its 63rd Foundation Day. The convention will follow the Nationalist Democratic Progressive Party NDPP's October 18 convention, where a merger decision is expected. NPF Secretary General Achum Bemo Kikon said merger talks with NDPP are open and unconditional, with NPF retaining its name and symbol. If merged, new office bearers will include leaders from both parties. NPF will continue active operations across Nagaland, Manipur and Arunachal Pradesh following all constitutional and election commission procedures.
And to the NDPP leadership to come together and work hand in hand and re-strengthen the regional party. So In response to our resolution, you all are aware, they had meeting on the 12th of September in their Central Executive Board meeting. They have responded very.
A tense situation was witnessed at Jorabad this morning after members of the Assam Tourist Taxi Association blocked several Meghalaya vehicles from entering Assam. The row stems from an ongoing dispute between tourist taxi unions of the two states. On September 16th, Assam taxis were reportedly barred from entering Meghalaya's tourist destinations. In response, Assam taxi operators today stopped Meghalaya taxis at the Assam border. Police and district administration officials rushed to the spot to bring the situation under control. Authorities have indicated that a meeting between both sides will be held in 2 days to resolve the issue.
তেওঁলোকৰ গাড়ীবিলাককো বাধা প্ৰদান কৰিছে ইতিমধ্যে আমাৰ কামৰূপ মহানগৰ জিলা প্ৰশাসন আৰু মেঘালয় ৰিভয় ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্টৰ প্ৰশাসন পৰিবহণ বিভাগৰ ফালৰ পৰা মোক পঠাইছিলে আৰু এইবিলাক সন্ধাসনীৰ লগত আলোচনা কৰি ইতিমধ্যে মেঘালয়ৰ চিফ ছেক্ৰেটাৰী মহোদয়ে আমাৰ অসমৰ মুখ্য চিফ ছেক্ৰেটাৰী মহোদয়লৈ এটা তেওঁলোকে কথাটো জনাইছে।
Meanwhile, in Meghalaya, the All Khasi Meghalaya Tourist Taxi Association has called off its indefinite agitation following an emergency meeting with East Khasi Hills Deputy Commissioner R.M. Kurba. The association had been on strike for the past 2 days, protesting against outside vehicles ferrying tourists to local destinations. AKMITA spokesperson Balaji Jirwa informed that the strike was called off after the Deputy Commissioner assured them that Chief Minister Conrad Sangma, along with the Ministers for Home, Tourism and Transport, would meet the association on Tuesday to deliberate on their demands.
On the 18th, yes, on the 18th of September here. So since you know that the association, the different association under the umbrella of AKMTTA was under an indefinite strike against vehicles going to tourist spots, outside vehicles going to tourist spots. So this agitation has been going on for the past 2 days, and today from the administration side, especially from the district commissioner office of East Khasi Hills, had called us for an emergency meeting and to discuss on our issues that we have. And according to what
in major news from Meghalaya, the East Khasi Hills police confirmed that the 13-year-old boy is the prime suspect in the death of the 4-year-old in Safira Lingdo Maunai. The boy admitted she drowned after he pulled her into a water pit at a construction site. Post-mortem results confirmed drowning and ruled out any kind of assault or injuries. Meanwhile, the suspect has been admitted to a juvenile home while the SIT investigates further. However, the family suspects foul play and allege that she may have been killed elsewhere before being dumped at the construction site.
The girl child was last seen playing in the compound at about 7:30 a.m. within the premises of a house. On the 14th, I think because of heavy rains and all that, though extensive search was done, the girl child could not be found. It was only on the 15th, the next day at about 8 p.m. that information was received from the father that the child's body had been discovered by a labourer of a construction site, which is about 100 meters.
A 3-day statewide mock drill simulating an earthquake scenario concluded successfully across Arunachal Pradesh today. Organized by the Department of Disaster Management in collaboration with the National Disaster Management Authority (NDMA), the mock drill was held simultaneously in all districts. The exercise began with sirens at designated incident sites and mobilization of emergency vehicles by various response units. It aimed to assess preparedness, strengthen interdepartmental coordination, and evaluate response mechanisms to ensure preparedness for a major earthquake.
हम लोग को डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल में जो होना था उतना तो हम लोग अपना पूरा जी जान लगा के सभी बार बार कह रहा हूँ सभी स्टेक होल्डर्स जितने भी है, स्पेशली जो हमारा जो हम उस टाइम पर मेंशन करना भूल गया था, आपदा मित्रा के जो वॉलंटियर्स है और एनसीसी के वॉलंटियर्स है, उन्होंने भी काफ़ी बढ़ चढ़ कर हिस्सा लिया। तो ये आपने जैसे ही बोला कि कलेक्टिव एफर्ट्स ही है इसका, तो इसमें मतलब एक से नहीं होगा।
In sports news, in badminton, India's top shuttler PV Sindhu advanced to the women's singles quarterfinals of the China Masters Super 750 in Shenzhen, defeating Thailand's Pornpawi Chochuwong 21-15, 21-15. This marks her first World Tour quarterfinal bout since January this year, following a straight game win over Denmark's Julie Jacobsen in the first round. Sindhu will now face South Korea's Se Young in the quarterfinals. Mizoram will soon get Mizoram Entrepreneurship Development Institute. MEDI announced Chief Minister Lalduoma after his meeting with the Director General of the Entrepreneurship Development Institute of India, AEII, Dr. A.S. Sunil Shukla and other MEDI officials. Dr. Shukla said MEDI will be set up with the support of CSR funds and central government schemes, provided Mizoram government allots suitable land for the project. The institute will focus on entrepreneurship, skill development, startup incubation and mentoring over the first 5 years. The full campus is expected to be ready within 8 years. Chief Minister Lalduoma recommended the formation of a coordination committee to ensure effective implementation of the project. The Sikkim State Disaster Management Authority today commemorated the 2011 earthquake as State Disaster Risk Reduction Day at Gangtok under the theme Empowering Communities, Safeguarding Sikkim. Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang recalled the 2011 earthquake and the 2023 floods caused by the South Lonak Glacial Lake outburst, and stressed the need for preparedness in view of the state's geographical vulnerabilities. He noted the progress made in disaster management and mentioned the ongoing restoration works with centre support. He further underlined the need for sustainable resources to safeguard Sikkim's fragile Himalayan ecosystem. In Manipur, the overflow of Iral River at Chetri Awang Leka spanning over 250 feet has been successfully plugged after work began on September 15. Initial challenges included lack of road access and temporary withdrawal of machinery during Vishwakarma Puja. The Water Resources Department worked round the clock during the floods to strengthen riverbeds, repair breached embankments and monitor water levels, ensuring the safety of thousands of residents and protecting property and infrastructure. Intermittent rains in Manipur have triggered flash floods and landslides, disrupting transport and daily life. Responding swiftly, the Assam Rifles on Wednesday reached Kurai relief camps at Porompat, extending humanitarian aid to over 70 internally displaced persons and providing them with drinking water and essential supplies. In Nagaland, World Bamboo Day was observed under the theme Next Generation Bamboo Solution. Innovation and Design Development Commissioner Tem Sunarao Ayer described bamboo as Nagaland's green gold and lauded the role of the Nagaland Bamboo Development Agency in empowering farmers, artisans and self-help groups through training and support. NBDA Mission Director Kuko Mero highlighted initiatives by the centre, including bamboo product units and large-scale plantations covering over 1,500 hectares. He said more than 200 entrepreneurs and artisans have been trained in scientific plantation and bamboo harvesting to boost livelihoods and sustainability.
We have various units like...
To end the news, the main points once again. PM Modi extends condolences and reaffirms India's support towards Nepal as he held talks with Nepal's interim Prime Minister Sushila Karki. Chief of the Army Staff General Upendra Dwivedi reviews readiness at Likabali Military Station, meets Arunachal Pradesh Governor. Assam-Meghalaya tourist taxi tensions ease as authorities intervene. Dialogue scheduled to resolve long pending issue. Arunachal Pradesh concludes 3-day statewide earthquake mock drill to test preparedness and coordination. And in sports, PV Sindhu storms into China Masters Super 750 quarterfinals with straight game victory over Thailand's Pornpawi Chochuwong. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.